In a world that's filled with so much of noise and endless options, how do you stand out? How do you become a recognized person in your field, attract opportunities, and create long-lasting success? The secret lies in personal branding. It's a powerful way where you can put yourself on the front and attract opportunities like never before. From some of the top creators and social media influencers in our country to the top coaches and entrepreneurs, every single person is leveraging the power of personal branding. But you must be thinking, what is the secret behind creating a successful personal brand? How do you position yourself so that you attract the right audience and you're able to move forward much faster? That's what I'm going to be covering in this video. I'm going to share with you 10 different concepts that I've been implementing for my personal brand that has helped me make multiple crores in revenue in the last few years. And I started from scratch many years ago. So let's get started, take a lot of notes, and understand what is the power of a personal brand. Point number 1, a brand is nothing but an emotion. It is not about the logo. Logo and all of those things come much later. When it comes to personal brand, it is what do you represent? What emotion do you represent? What do you stand for? They say, right, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And personal brands are all very powerful online because they have stood for something. They have something to offer to the marketplace where the audience is getting attracted to them. So a personal brand or the power of a brand has a lot to do with the emotion behind the brand and not necessarily the visuals and the photo shoot and the logo and the website and everything. That's one part of it. We'll come to that later. I'm going to show you some examples. Now, what is the emotion that you resonate with the market? What is that emotion? Ask yourself the question. Like when I went back to the drawing board and when I was actually launching my personal brand, the emotion that I wanted to bring out to the market is an emotion of finding an alternate way to succeed in life beyond going to the formal education system. Because I'm a college dropout, I didn't have a degree next to my name, and I became successful. So the mission behind my brand or the emotion behind my brand was the aspect of success and freedom and to be able to live and run a business from anywhere in the world without having any office and without even having degrees. Now that was the emotion with which I started my brand. And I started off like this in the year 2018 and gradually my brand evolved. The brand emotion has evolved into something much bigger. We want to redefine our education system in our country. So that is the bigger brand. So the emotion behind the brand when I started off was freedom. But now the emotion behind the brand is not just freedom, but it's much bigger. It's about how we can make India an amazing country by creating a new breed of teachers. So the secret to building a brand is to first identify the emotion behind the brand and then start to map out your emotions or the emotion behind the brand to the 9 other things I'm going to share with you. So the second idea I would like to share with you is how do you come up with a brand name? You know, I did a lot of research on this and went through a lot of blogs and websites and things like that. But let's start with your name. Because a personal brand is your own name brand. Like my brand is Siddharth Rajshekhar, the brand. And of course, I also created a community brand called the Internet Lifestyle Hub. And I naturally evolved it like that. Because version 1, when I started off my business in 2018, this particular model, I launched as Siddharth Rajshekhar, the brand. And I had my own courses, Siddharth Rajshekhar's courses on learn.siddharthrajshekhar.com. And I did this for more than 2 years. And in 2020, I realized that I need to evolve beyond the personal brand and start to create a community brand. So the community brand is called Internet Lifestyle Hub, and that was the name that I gave it based on the goal that I would like my audience to achieve, is to live a lifestyle of freedom by using the power of the internet. So Internet Lifestyle and Hub is the place where they congregate. So when you come up with a brand name, you have to think about what is connected to you. And when it comes to personal brand, start with your name because you are the brand. Now, in case your name is complicated, it's very hard to pronounce, not many people are able to pronounce it, you can look at a nickname, you can look at alternative names, which is easy to remember. See, the thing with brand name is that it should have a very strong recall. For example, if you get into an elevator and you're meeting a very reputed business tycoon in the elevator, and you only have 15 seconds to introduce yourself, or what they call as an elevator pitch, what are you going to say in those 15 seconds that's going to stick in the mind of that particular, business tycoon, so that he will connect back with you and he will be interested to know more about what you do. Now, that is the name. The name is a recall. So if you have a name or some kind of a catchy brand name associated with your name, which can be remembered, that is the first part of this whole branding process. Once you know what's the emotion behind the brand and then you know the name of the brand, then the third step is you got to then design a brand logo. As you can see on my screen, this is my brand logo on the top right. You can see on the other side, okay? And this is the brand vibe that I wanted to actually bring about in terms of my colors and the look and feel and stuff. And you can also see that there are two logos. I have my name logo on that side, and below me, just right here, we have my community brand logo. Now, why is it different? See, when you're coming up with a brand logo for your personal brand, it can just be your name or just like your initials. So if I'm siddharthrajshekhar.com, I can just have SR or something, which is just the initials. But when you're creating a community brand, it has to have some kind of a stamp or a seal, like how Nike, Mercedes, Montblanc, you have so many different brands, right? So those community brands can have a logo or an icon, but your name brand can have just a name logo or a name signature. There's a website called photologo.co where you can get your own custom signature logo done in whichever format that you actually like. There are so many different kinds of signatures that you can use. So these are the kind of name logos that you can create for yourself to sign off in your emails, to even have on the top of your website, to have on your business card. And this is also part of the branding process. Next comes the photo shoot. Now, as you can see, I've done a bit of rebranding recently. If you're watching this video in 2023, I actually got a brand new photo shoot done. And let me show you the kind of photo shoots that I got done recently after going through multiple revisions. So this is my latest photo shoot folder. And as you can see here, I've got different kinds of photo shoots. So one is like this, me sitting. Then I've got one wearing my Internet Lifestyle Hub jacket. So all of this is branding. Like even if you see the colors that I'm using behind here is dark blue on this side and it is orange on this side. So my brand colors are orange and black and dark blue. Okay. And then I got some other photo shoots done in a similar look and feel and format. And this I can use in multiple spaces. Okay. And I have a photo shoot where I'm wearing my orange, wearing the jacket. And I also got some custom designed, jackets just for my branding and, to represent my community brand. So these are the different kind of photo shoots that I got done recently. And this is really helping in my overall brand positioning. So if you go to siddharthrajshekhar.com and you'll be able to see I'm using those images right now. So the fourth element of building a powerful personal brand is to also get a photo shoot done based on what your brand represents, meaning the brand colors, the brand vibe. Like for me, it is freedom business model. So I'm not too formal. It's very semi-formal and very casual in that style. And that's the vibe I want to emit to the target market. So once you get a good photo shoot done, you can actually apply these photos in every aspect on your box images. If you're going to be doing digital products, you can do it on your website. You can have them on your website. You can have them on your social media profile pics. I'll come to that later. But what I've essentially done is I've also created my branding as an extension even on my digital products. The number 5 is product boxes. You can see I have different kinds of membership: silver, gold, diamond, quantum. And I'll just go to the silver boxes. And all of this also has a particular feel, like Affiliate Income Blueprint, Curriculum Design Blueprint, Freedom Budget Blueprint, Freedom Business Model. So this is where I've used some of my picks over here. And all of them have a particular feel. It's got this very future synthwave kind of a feel, and that's also the brand flavor. And like this, I also have in my gold boxes, I give a gold trimming like this, like AI content mastery, we have copywriting mastery, Facebook traffic mastery, freedom funnel templates. And then we have my diamond membership products. We have like automation mastery, Freedom Facilitator Academy. So there's consistency in fonts, there's consistency in colors. You can see my Internet Lifestyle Hub logo is right on the top. And we also have the diamond symbol below over here that represents the diamond membership that is there. So again, when it comes to personal branding, once you have designed what products that you're going to be selling, you have to also design the graphical elements to represent those different products. You look at Apple, they're the classic example. Even though it's not a personal brand, but still, if you see, they have consistency in the fonts and the colors, and they have a kind of look and feel that is consistent, whether you're walking into their store or watching their website, or you buy their product. The look and feel, the packaging, everything is very seamless in terms of branding. So even when you're building your personal brand, there has to be a kind of seamless experience if people go to any digital asset of yours, whether they're going to your website or they're watching you on YouTube or they're following your Instagram, whatever may be the place. And let me show you that. So if you see my YouTube channel, it's got my personal branding and that look and feel on the top over there. If you see my Twitter handle, I've got the same look and feel, colors, and also the photo shoot that I got done. And if you observe even the description of my Twitter handle, founder of Internet Lifestyle Hub, 26K members, Business World 40 under 40. I help experts, coaches, and creators build vibrant learning communities. Even that messaging is also part of the personal brand. And the same applies even on my Instagram profile. You can see I have Sid's Digital Coach, slightly more casual because the audience here is, slightly different as compared to how it is on YouTube. And I've pinned up my images, the reviews, the number of students that I've crossed. And even if you see the Instagram, different kinds of, thumbnails and what I'm using, it all has a similar feel. You can see this, right? So I'm just going to scroll down and you can see how I've actually planned this. And even I go to my reels, right? If I click on all of my reels, even there also my personal branding on the top, all the highlights have a set of colors, and even these have a new set of colors. So this is my old branding. I was having just black or white and the same orange. But then later on, now new branding is going to be having this kind of look and feel. So it's all about brand consistency. The point number 6 is you got to really optimize all of your social media handles with a kind of a look and feel that's going to be consistent across various different platforms. The 7th element to build a successful personal brand is to have your own personal branded website. So I have siddharthrajshekhar.com. I already mentioned this. I have my picture over there. I have a very consistent messaging on all my different pages, a little bit about my story. So when you're building a personal branded website, it needs to have these elements. If I just zoom out a little bit, you can see here, it should have your one line or your core positioning and a call to action to collect leads. And how you help, for me, my messaging is very clear. I'm Siddharth Rajshekhar. I help experts, coaches, and creators build vibrant learning communities that give them more freedom and attend the webinar that's already impacted over 500,000 experts. And there's a webinar that's starting, every few minutes on my website. Okay. And then a little bit about my story. People get to know more about me. And there's a video that represents that. Then these are endorsements from industry leaders. Then this is a video about my community, where there's a video and it shows when I started the community, the logo of my community, and a video that represents that. And then below, it shows all the reviews, more than 6,500 reviews. Then I also written an international best-selling book called You Can Coach. So that is there. And also endorsements from Jack Canfield, Dr. Demartini, Blair Singer. And also I've given some ultimate guides for members, and people can connect with me when they come to the website. So this template of a website is one of the most functional templates for a personal branded website. And of course, when people go into the podcast, they can listen to some of my top podcasts over there, where I get like hundreds of comments below each podcast because of the personal brand that I built. And even the podcast thumbnails, you can see I've maintained a particular brand flavor. You can see that same look and feel. You can actually experience that even in this particular video. Okay. So I want you to understand that branding it has to be thought about even with the smallest of the small things. Even for me, this YouTube play button sitting over here, I'm using a blue light over here, I'm using the globe over here, I'm having my keyboard over here, there's a music keyboard. So that also, see all these small elements. I have the bookshelf over here, and I have my award, the 2 Comma Club award over here. Okay. So even my home studio and my setup, all of these are branding elements. These are elements that you're seeing on the screen. It is representing who I am, and it's all conveying a message. So don't think that branding is just about a logo or whatever. Everything conveys a message. There's subliminal messaging happening at every level. Number 8, when it comes to building your personal brand, is also all of your presentation files and all of your PPTs. Like in my case, since I'm in a knowledge business, I do a lot of presentations and I have my keynote files. And I have the same look and feel and flavor on my keynote files, you can see here. So we have a certification in our course. We have a 3-day challenge. Even the t-shirts on our shop, it all has a similar look and feel and the colors that we're using. And I have my different product boxes, right? So I talk about how do you find your niche and the price point for this. Even the presentation, like all the slides, I have a dark mode, a light mode, and everything has the same look and feel. Even these branded colors you can see here, even the gradient that I'm using on all the different boxes that I have in the PPT, everything is branding. So you need to understand that wherever or whichever touch point is there, as far as your audience is going to interact with you, you got to look at what elements you can maintain consistently so that they have a seamless experience right through. And the same flavor even continues on my videos. And that's point number 9. When you go to my YouTube channel, you can see I've got a bunch of videos over there. And if you just click on any of the videos, you can see even when I'm starting the videos, it has the same look and feel as just what I have. Sometimes I wear different colors. I wear a red shirt, or sometimes I wear a white shirt, or sometimes I wear, other colors that really connect with me. So the 9th way to build your personal brand is to also look at how are you positioning yourself in terms of videos and the brand colors that you're going to be using in the background and all of that stuff. And finally, point number 10, if you want to really build your personal brand and as you're growing, it's very essential for you to have a profile kit of your own. See, as you're building a personal brand, a lot of people will inquire and they'll find out, okay, what do you do? Can you come and speak in our forum? Is there any way that you can help me? Can you give me more details about you? Can you share with me your profile? For that, I've actually created a folder just for my profile. If you can see my screen, I have my profile kit for 2023 and I have my bio over here. This is my press kit. So anybody who wants to know more about me, there is one PDF file where I just share this with them. About me, a little bit about me. This keeps getting updated. All my achievements all in one place. as well as my journey so far. Okay. So all of this has been documented in one single profile document. And along with this, I also have my top picks that people can use. So there are different picks that people can use. My book picks, my stage picks, me sitting. So there are different images that if anybody wants to use these particular picks to promote me in their event or whatever, I only give them the standard picks that I use. And along with this, I also have my show reel. So I have a promo video about my community. I have a promo video about me, and then a little bit about me and my story and how I got started and everything else. So this is such an important thing to have. And along with this, I also have a core topics list. So if anybody wants to invite me as a speaker, I have my core topics: digital course formula, digital coaching, expert income, webinar selling, curriculum design. I will just sit down a few core topics and who are my target market and ideal folks who are there. So people who are interested in me coming and sharing some knowledge in their forums, I have a ready-made profile kit. I just share it with them, and then it makes life so much more easier. And this is the point number 10. So just to recap, the 10 different ideas for you to enhance your personal brand is: number 1 is brand is an emotion. You have to first go back to the drawing board and think about what emotion do you want your brand to convey. From the emotion comes the brand name. And in the personal brand, it is ideally your name. But if your name is difficult to pronounce, you can have other names, which makes it easy for people to remember. The third is you need to have a brand logo. Ideally, for your name logo, it can just be very simple. You can use Photo Logo or any other website to get your name logo done. And if you're building a community brand, then you need to have some kind of a graphical thing that people can wear on their t-shirts and so on. Okay. The fourth is a photo shoot. Your photo shoot needs to be in alignment with your brand, and it should represent that same flavor in terms of look and feel and colors. The fifth one are your product boxes, or anything that can productize your services or productize your offerings. So it becomes easy for people to buy it also. Even if you're selling a digital product, it's still good to have like a 3D box to actually sell so people know what they're getting. Okay. 6 is your social media handles. Make sure you optimize all of your social media handles with the same photo shoot and the look and feel that your brand emanates, and also the cover image should have the same colors. Then number 7 is your branded website. So better have yourname.com, and that's an essential part. Then comes your PPTs, number 8, your videos, number 9, and your profile kit as number 10. So these are the 10 different branding elements, and I can confidently tell you this: those of you who are able to implement this entire 10-step process over the next 3 to 6 months, in fact, you should do it in 3 months. You will be able to cut through the noise, and you will be able to connect with an audience. And the only thing that you got to do from there on is start to post content and start to really build your influence and start to build your brand by adding more value. So whatever I've shared till now, this is like the checklist. But ultimately, to grow your brand, you have to show up, you have to deliver results, you have to add value, you got to really attract people coming towards you, and you got to make it happen. Okay, there's only so much a cosmetical revamp can do, but ultimately, no matter what photo shoot you do, or no matter what beautiful cover that you have, or what beautiful product you design, the box you design, ultimately what's inside that matters. Yeah, people, they say that you don't need to judge a book by its cover, but today people judge everyone by its cover, so you don't have the second chance to make the best first impression. Having said that, that's why get all of your branding elements right, but beyond that, you have to really go deep and add value and create results for your market. I hope you found this video useful. I'd like you to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and follow me for future videos. And if you have any other ideas when it comes to branding, please share them in the comments below, because these are the ideas that work for me. You could be having much better ideas than this also, and I'd like to read them in the comments. Now, if you're somebody who's not a part of my community and would like to join us, there's a link in the description. Click on that link, attend my next webinar, and I will teach you how you can go from scratch to building a super profitable digital product business without any office, where you can sit at home and make anywhere between 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. Some of my students are making even more than 50 to 60 lakhs per month by selling digital products, by having a lean team. If you want to know more about this, click on the link in the description, and I will see you over there. Bye-bye.